So, ma'am, we have already done the IoT Core and IoT Defender, and hope you have understand that also. I will going to upload video in the night. Once this office hour complete, I will upload it. So, in this IoT Defender, do you have any doubt, anything not clear that you feels anything regarding that you want to know?
I think steps we might not remember, so that until unless we will not do it again, can't remember these things.
Yeah, yeah. Steps you
Most
can
of the things.
step you will get remember once you do it two three time, or even if you
Yes.
see the document also, you will remember it. The only thing is that sometime even in the document they don't mention everything, but you have to be careful while selecting the region, while selecting the zone, and while working with any of these services.
So the moment we create instance for
Mhm.
setting that clock, that time when message was popping, like based on that instance, your
Mhm.
charges would be like
Correct.
mailed to you. So
Yes.
what is that thing like? Would it be charged or?
Yes. Right now you are using the free account, right? So once
Hmm.
this free account will get over, they will going to charge you. They will going to send a bill to you
Okay.
that dismisses your monthly charges. And
And this free account is for how many days or month?
I think 6 month or maybe 1 years, or maybe AWS having 1 month, I think so. I'm not sure. Uh, I because GCP and all I know it, but because they have changed every year. Earlier they are giving for 1 year. Let me check it. But I think that maybe 1 month or three months something.
We have started on 14th, so I think we are reaching to that 1 month.
1 month they give you only 30 days. Earlier they were giving on okay, you started on 14. Okay, no issue. You can create a new account also now after that. In case suppose they send you the bill, if you don't need to pay it, right? Because you are not using for any industries and for working, right? So you can you can create a new account also.
Okay, so before that we need to deactivate this. No?
Yeah, whatever instances you have created, you can delete it. Whatever that in IoT Core also we make this keep value pair. You all delete that, so it won't going to charge you. On 14 is your last day, right? So you can do it on 12 or 13. Probably I'm thinking that by this Monday, the course I will try to complete all the modules. But still I'm taking 1 or 2 days. So you can create a new account in case suppose after 14 it get expire. You can create a new account with another mail ID and you can
Hmm.
use it. So today we're going to see on this AWS IoT analytics. What do you mean by this analytics and how did it works? This is actually a service that is used to visualize your data with your signal that is coming into your cloud. Okay, it's like in the form of a data, in the form of like how the datas are coming when you connect to the IoT devices, how you can visualize it, how you can see the pattern. That we can do it with this. All are relevant only. This IoT Core, IoT Greengrass, Analyzer, IoT Sitewise, and Defender. They are related to same only, but the inside this IoT you will see these different kind of services. The IoT Graph, Sitewise, Event, Analytics, these are come under analytics service, means drawing the graph, event creating. Event means collecting the component. Control service means sending a message. Management, device defender that we have seen today. So these are the different services. Device software means that software that you need to configure this AWS, right? IoT. So this AWS IoT Analytics is nothing but just to visualize your massive data. The data, what data here? The data that is generated by your IoT device when you connect to the IoT device. So you can see it here with the help of some intelligence tool, business intelligence tool. Like, have you heard about this Tableau, Power BI?
Yes.
Okay. So do you know like why do we use that?
These are like some advanced features of Excel. I think Power BI is working on Excel. So there are
Um,
many advanced features that we can
yeah.
access.
They are working on data, but they are the main motive is to visualize the data. What is the
Right.
relation between the data? For example, suppose if I say you, you can tell me regarding this. 1 minute. Yeah, data analysis. As ma'am, you said absolutely correct, Dipti ma'am. Data analysis, correct. So actually, why do we use this Tableau and Power BI? Let me tell you in simple ways. Suppose let's take an example of product, any product. Let's take an example. If you increase in, if the demand is increasing, okay, if the demand is increasing, the price of that product will also get increased. Okay, suppose let's take an example of petrol, right? Suppose if there is any change in the demand, like obviously everyone they need fuel to run their conveyance, right? So as you can see, the number of demand or like as it increase, the price will also increase. Or you can see it if there is a change in some uh, dollar or like effect of dollar in INR, that also you can visualize it. So suppose how this relation will usually establish, like suppose if the demand is increased, the price will also get increased. Suppose your demand is in I am taking in the count of thousands. Okay, so suppose this one is 1k. Okay, this one is your 1000k. This is your 2k demand. This is your 3k. This is 4k, 5k, 6k and 7k. Okay, everything is in the like thousands. Like this is your 1000, this is your 2000, this is your 3000, this is 4000, 5, 6 and 7, like this. Okay, and based on that, as you are increasing the demand, okay, your price is also increasing. Earlier it was suppose it was 60 rupees, then it becomes 70, 80, 90, 100 and like in the 110, in this range, right? So as increasing the demand is also increasing, the graph will be look like this something, right? As you can see, the demand is increasing, the price is also increasing like that. So this graph will give you idea. From this means you are analyze it from by looking into this graph only. Suppose you, if you have given the data price and demand, and then just look at this graph, you can analyze it. Okay, with increase in the demand, the price is also increasing, right? So this is called a pattern. Okay, if in the machine learning, data science, what we do it, we used to find out the pattern in the data. Like if my demand column is increasing, if this demand data is increasing, my price is also get varying with this demand. So this price and demand are in relation with each other. So this analytic analyzer is also like that. When your IoT devices, they are sending a data on your AWS cloud, what kind of data you are receiving, then you need to visualize it in the form of graph, in the form of a flow chart pattern. There is one more service, IoT graph. In that we're going to draw the graph. We'll see how the graphs are visualized on this AWS. And analytic analyzer will going to tell us what is the relation between the data, what kind of data is, how the data is varying, right? So this data is like, you can say it, price is directly proportional to demand, or you can say demand is directly proportional to price, anything you can say it. It mean, if demand is increasing, price is also increasing. And inversely proportional in the sense what, if one is increasing, other is decreasing. But here this is not the case. Here demand is directly proportional to price. When you increase the demand, price is also increase. In general mathematics we say it like this. If you have remember in the schooling, we used to write like this, demand, and the symbol is like this. Demand is directly proportional to your price, means as you are increasing the demand, your price is also increasing. So here this is telling you the relation between the data. Similarly, now if I take the example of IoT, now here the IoT devices are connected, the number of IoT device. Maybe you can think it like the set of IoT device, and here you can think it as a some data, whatever the data is, the pattern in the data. So sometime what happen, sometime this IoT devices they are sending a signal like this also in the zigzag manner, or sometime the data is coming continuously like this, then again there is a drop up like right. So this is telling you what, this is telling you the relation between the data. Means there is a drop in the data, drop in the signal, or you can say it at that point the data, there is a no data. So that kind of relation is usually find it out by this analytic analyzer. Visualizing the data means how the data is looking on the screen. Is it clear to you like what relation we are finding out? This IoT devices, the set of IoT device connected, and with this AWS cloud. So how datas are coming, what is the relation between the data, how the data pattern following, whether the data is coming continuously or whether there is any up and down in the data. That thing we can visualize it. This with the help of this analytic analyzer or IoT graph. So this is the relation between IoT analyzer that tells you. So I ask you the Tableau, right? So this Tableau also they will going to tell you the same thing. Here I use the line graph. However, there can be bar chart, pie chart, histogram, and different kind of tree map, heat map, different kind of graph we can make it with the help of business intelligence tool. Those business intelligence tool they will going to tell you like how the datas are coming in when you connect the IoT device with your AWS cloud. What is the variation in the data? This all you can see it with that. Is it clear to you like how we can analyze the data?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now before this, when there is no cloud, it was very difficult to find it out like how to visualize the data, means how to find a pattern in the data, analyzing the data. So with the help of this AWS IoT analytic filter, we can transform the data. We can see the time series data. Time series data means that is varying with the time. Means suppose at one point of time the data is continuous like this, and in another point of time the data becomes zigzag like this. So that is called time series data, that is changing with the time. So this thing you can do it with the IoT analytics, and this is completely automate. Means you can execute some code and all in a Jupyter notebook, and you can visualize that what is the AWS IoT analytic works. There can be some software, MATLAB, Octave, Python, Jupyter Anaconda, where we can do this analyze, where we can find it out the pattern in the data with the help of Seaborn library, Matplot library. Similarly, here also we can do it. So this is completely based on this IoT analyzer. Let me show you this video, which is given on this AWS website. Let me show you.
The tools we use to get things done.
Can I expand it, or do you want to see it, or will you see it after the class?
I think we can do it later.
Sorry, can you
We
just say?
can do it after class.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
This video just saw it. In this video, they just shown you how this IoT devices they works and how you can analyze the data, how you can means see the data. Otherwise, I should can run it. It's 2 minute video only. It
Sure.
will give
Sure.
you an idea like what actually the analytics work.
Are generating more data than ever. But this data is often noisy, inconsistent, and highly variable. This makes it hard or even impossible.
It is audible to you, right?
Yes, it's
Yes.
audible.
Yes. Actually, these videos are telling about like the data. There is an inconsistency in the data, and there is some uh, like datas are not in a consistent form, either in the zigzag or continuous. So it is just telling you like how they are using it. So just see, these all are
Possible for
IoT
businesses to
devices.
gain value from it. This is where IoT analytics comes in. A product of Amazon Web Services, IoT Analytics helps collect, clean, and analyze IoT data. This empowers enterprises and device manufacturers to quickly and easily gain operational insights. To better understand how IoT Analytics helps, it's good to understand who it helps. Meet the data engineer and the data analyst. They are the core users IoT Analytics empowers. The data engineer collects the data from devices, making sure it's properly prepared and stored for analysis. The data analyst produces and communicates insights by exploring and visualizing data. With these two users in mind, IoT Analytics has been designed with three basic areas: collect, process, and analyze. Let's talk about collect first. This area is all about preparing data for analysis. Channels are how IoT Analytics listens to devices. Using protocols such as MQTT topic filters, channels pull messages into IoT Analytics from all manner of devices. Next, process. Once messages are flowing, pipelines are used to process messages, turning them into useful data. Pipelines use handy activities like transforms, filters, and even enrichment from other AWS services and beyond. When the pipeline has done its work, data stores provide a resting place for the prepared data, where it is now ready for analysis, which is a perfect segue to the third area of IoT Analytics: analyze. This is where IoT Analytics helps users slice into their data to quickly gain insight. To explore and refine, datasets can be created simply by querying data stores. Datasets can be created once or refreshed automatically to provide regular, up-to-date insights. To gain even deeper insights, Jupyter Notebooks empower people to get creative with their data, and easy-to-use notebook templates make it fast to use machine learning models and other common IoT analytical functions. IoT Analytics also ties in nicely with AWS QuickSight to visualize data, so sharing insights is a piece of cake. From start to finish, IoT Analytics makes it faster and easier to collect and analyze even the most complex IoT data. IoT Analytics interface is a user-friendly console designed and optimized with both data engineers and data analysts in mind. This means IoT Analytics can accommodate different skill sets and objectives, but also afford stronger collaboration and communication between roles. IoT Analytics by Amazon Web Services, delivering custom IoT analytics at scale and faster than ever before.
So did you understand like somewhat what I have said? Absolutely based on that. Means here
Mm,
we collect the data. Okay, means from this IoT device, as you have seen in the IoT core. With this scripting, we were sending the data, right? Hello message we were sending to the IoT core component, right? So we are collecting the data here. Okay. Now they have shown the pipeline. What do you mean by pipeline? Pipeline is nothing. We are just whatever the output that we got it from the previous component, we send it to the next component. That call as a pipeline. Means you are connecting two component. Okay, that is called a pipeline. Third step, you process the data. Means you write a query, SQL query. Are you from computer science background or from?
yeah.
Okay,
So I know the concept of SQL queries and all that.
okay. What about ma'am
Yeah.
Dipti ma'am?
Same I think with it.
Okay. So you might have like aware about the writing SQL queries and all, right? So those
Yes.
SQL query is used for processing the data, analyzing the data, finding out the pattern in that. Pattern in the term of data only. Like suppose if I say you, this is your data, right? This is one Excel sheet is there. This is your data. So same thing you can do it in with the help of SQL, and that SQL will give you an idea like what column having how many data. And suppose if you want to change, this is suppose this is your calendar ID. Okay, in this you can see any pattern that one, then it is an year 2018, 07 is July, and this 14 is the date. Now, if you want to remove this one and you want to convert it into the date, month, and year, how you can do it? That with the help of SQL query, you need to do that. So that is called pre-processing the data. And finally, with the help of Jupyter Notebook, you can visualize the data. You can find it out the graph. You can make a graph on the data as I've shown you here. This graph is what line graph. You can. This is called line graph that we have formed here. You can draw any graph other also like histogram, pie chart. So that is completely based on this AWS Analytic Analyzer. So there are few steps inside this working. If somebody asks you what are the steps that involves here, first step is or obviously collecting the data. And from where you will going to collect the data? From this IoT devices. Okay, you will going to collect the data from this IoT devices. Second thing, once you collect the data, what the step you need to do it? Processing the data. Okay, so before processing the data, you need to save this data into somewhere, right? Like suppose in AWS you can save the data like in SQL query, like either in the Redshift service, or there are some other data warehouse and database services in the AWS. There you have to save the data. So collecting the data, then saving the data in database. Okay, third thing, processing the data. This all come under pipeline only. Pipeline, if anyone asks you what do you mean by this pipeline, pipeline in the sense we will connect one component with other. Now this, you have collected the data here. Whatever data you have collected, you will connect that data with the your database. You will save that data in the database, and then from database you will going to process it. So you are creating a pipeline here. Okay, pipeline in the sense output of one component will act as an input for other. You are connecting one component or one service with other. So this thing you can remember it, connecting one service with other. And another thing you can say it, output of previous component act as a input for current component. Now here what do you mean by current component or service? I am saying it is like you have collected the data from these IoT devices, right? Now you will transfer the data to these devices to the database where you will save it. Processing the data means you will going to write the SQL query to get desired data. As I given you example, suppose if your data is in this format, today is 2021, 9, and month is 7, or like 709. Now you want to convert it into the data. How you can do it? Either you can use Python, Jupyter Notebook, and Pandas library. You can do it, or you can use an SQL query with the date time. You can convert this into the date time format. So it will going to convert in this format. Either it will convert like this, 07 2021, or it will convert like this, right? So it means that you are processing the data. So ultimately you are creating a pipeline here. Okay, pipeline in the sense, as I said you are connecting the component with each other. Once you are done with the process data, you will get a set of process data, then finally you will connect with Jupyter notebook to visualize the data. Visualize the data means in the form of graph, in the form of graph or chart, anything like line chart, pie chart, histogram. And this is why do we need this? So we can analyze the data, we can find out the pattern in the data. So this is the complete explanation of this analytic analyzer. What they have shown in the video, same thing I have shown you in the brief with the detail, like what actually the task will be going to happen. Now if you have any question, you can just ask me if anything is not clear here, or in case suppose if you have any question, just watch that video again. You will going to understand like what actually they are talking about. This is actually the task of data analysis and data engineer, where we are analyzing the data in order to find it out what kind of data is, how the data will be looks, right? Do you have any question, anything that is not clear?
No,
Pipe. Okay, so do you understand what is pipeline?
yes, that we
Okay.
have studied, that technical terms we know. So
Okay.
now things got like explained.
Okay, yes. So this was the document, you can and here what are the analytics analyzer means, workflow. This was the workflow that I've explained you. You can run a query on this IoT data, you can save the IoT data on some database storage, you can analyze the data analysis, then you can use machine learning, and you can use scaling also. If you further suppose scaling in the sense, suppose you decided that you want some more data, or you want some other service to add on that data. If you want to add more data, then you can add it. It can work till petabyte of data. Petabyte, like it's very huge data. uh, Kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, it's more than terabyte. So you can assume it like how big the data is. So like this it works. And regarding the pipeline, as I said you, just see this image. You have connected this IoT component, right? You can see the chips, and in the machine, the manufacturing industry that we connect it, they generate a huge amount of data. Data in the sense, what kind of data will be like, just think it, the data is in the form of the operational data, how they are working, or if they are suppose they are sensing from the outside environment. Just have a look on this, and whatever I explain you in this thing is exactly the explanation of the same thing. Just have a look on this once again and try to understand. Just 1 minute, ma'am. Just have a look on this. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, here, as I said, you right, ma'am, that we will process the data, right? And process in the sense we will going to transform it, save it in the some database, something. We can either you can run the query also to the database, or you can use machine learning model. Have you ever worked on machine learning notebook, Jupyter Anaconda notebook, something?
Yes.
So you know about pandas.
Yeah.
Okay. So how we do that? Like you read a CSV data and you do some training and you find it out the pattern, right? Means pattern in the sense you do some prediction based on that, right? So same thing you
Right.
can
Right.
do it. Once you save the data of IoT, you can, there are different way you can process it. Either with the SQL query, either you can do manual analysis, either you can use machine learning or data analysis tool, you can use it, and finally you can generate a report also. What do you mean by this report? Report in the sense like means the final report that you generated, means how data looks. Let me show you 1 minute. This is one dashboard I created in a Google Cloud. Similarly, we can do it in a this AWS cloud also. Let me expand it 1 minute. Okay, it's too. Can you see this? You can see, ma'am, this is graph I created, right? So actually we visualize the data here. We analyze the data here. Like here the data was based on the year, how many total route was happen. Means here route in the sense like in a single year how many people they travel on a bus or like that, that kind of data was there here. So we have visualized the data on the Google Cloud. There is a data studio services there. And similarly in AWS also we have a services that we can visualize the data. So this kind of visualization is called as a dashboard report. That here they are talking about this build analytics and report are used to help you to build system and mobile application. These analytic reports are what? These analytic reports are based on this, like how the datas are visually appear. Now, instead of looking into the 10,000 row of data, from single graph you can find it out. What is the variation? Now here you can see it that the total number of monthly income you can say it, or the total number of passenger travel from the year 2008 to 2021 was decreasing as the graph is reducing here. You can see it is something from 79 million to it is reducing to here. Why it is reducing in the past few years? Because due to the COVID situation. But this graph was telling you just by looking into that itself that this here the pattern is what the data is, means your the total number of travel by the passenger is reducing from past few year. So you don't need to see your Excel data like this, right? This was actual the table on which I made that. So you don't need to see this data because how many rows are there in this? Almost 82 lakh rows are there, and looking into such a big data it's very difficult. So there is a different way. With this graph only you can do it, and in the dashboard when you click on this link it will open some other graph. Like that also we can do it. You can see not only this, you can see this graph, this also one graph is there. This is, you can see the graph, right? So in this way we can create a dashboard. So this is called analytic analyzer when I says you like this only. Now let's start on this. like if you, and there are different applications, so we will going to see one by one everything. If you want to go more in the detail, you can look about this pipeline, data store, analytics and visualization. These are the some document they have mentioned. You can read it from here, but this was the actual pipeline. If you know this whole concept, now you can easily able to correlate in the AWS cloud. Like I'm collecting the data from core IoT core, then I'm processing the data, saving in the AWS Dynamo, or like suppose AWS database. Then I will use is analyze the data, and with the help of machine learning I can visualize it. Now when you will do the lab, at that time lab, how you are going to do this, I'm going to show you the what are the steps, but we will going to do lab in the tomorrow class when we connect, because it will take some time. Like how the channels, what you have to do it in the channel. In this channel, when you click on this create channel, you need to give the name of a channel, any name you can give it, like that. And then you have to select the storage options, what options you will going to select it. Let me give a name, demo IoT channel. This tag is nothing but just to identify it, we add a tag. When you click on this next, then it will ask you whether you will use custom managed storage or service managed storage. Now here, this there is an option of S3 bucket. Okay, just like in every cloud we have a bucket. Do you know about bucket, ma'am?
Mm, no.
Okay, this S3 bucket is what? Storage. Storage bucket means, bucket is what means here you can save your data. Let me show you. S3 is a bucket, one service given by AWS cloud, where you can save your data. Means you